What is up, YouTube? I'm your host, ProfessorStix, back at it again with another Call of Duty Warzone video. Today, I want to share with you guys the top 6 Rebirth Island loadouts after the Season 6 update. This is the final season, and so you already know what it is. Now, the meta is completely different, and you can actually feel that there is a skill gap in Warzone. Not only are you going to be rewarded for using higher recoil weapons that deal more damage if you hit those headshots, but you will also be penalized with mediocre damage if you're using a weapon that doesn't have that much recoil. Now, this is the time when I can suggest that you use what you are most comfortable using, because there's not that much of a gap when it comes to the time to kill. Everything is pretty much standard. And so I'm going to let you guys know what the top 6 loadouts are. I'm also going to give you guys an off meta weapon, and we're going to kick it off with that. So if you like the video, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I make Warzone tips and tricks videos, and we also look at the best weapons in Warzone, specifically for Rebirth Island. Let's get right into it. All right, so number 6, we have the off meta. And so the AK-74U has been getting a lot of hype, and the AK-74U is pretty decent. It's not that great in terms of mobility, but it deals a lot of damage, and it is a high skill weapon. If you hit those headshots, you are going to be rewarded. And so we're going to be rocking the Grew Suppressor. If you want to go ahead and put on the Task Barrel, you can, but it does alter the iron sight, and I personally don't like it, so I take off the Task Force. I'm using the Spetsnaz grip, I'm using the Tiger Team Spotlight, 50 round drum mag, and the PKM stock. I think this is a really solid build for the AK-74U, but keep in mind it is not meta, and you do need to hit those headshots for it to deal the maximum damage. All right, let's take a look at the RPD. Some of you guys have been commenting in my comments, yo, the RPD slaps. It actually does. It's got a fire rate that is faster than the Finn LMG that a lot of people are promoting. I'm not against the Finn LMG, but I think the RPD is actually better. It deals more damage, it has a better rate of fire, and on top of that, it is better in terms of long distance. So for some of you guys that like to mount up with that LMG and let it rip, this is actually going to give you a better TTK than the Finn LMG. Just look it up on True Game Data. You're going to want to go with the Grew Suppressor. You're going to want to go with the Task Force Barrel, the Axle Arms 3X optic, or any optic of your choice, the 120 round speed mag, and then the Grew elastic wrap to speeden up that ADS. Now listen, if you can't control the recoil on this and you got to put an under barrel on it, go ahead and do that. All right, but you want to know that the LMG does have slower ADS speeds, and so I think you can handle the recoil. It's time to start bumping up your threshold for recoil. So that's going to take us into the number 5 loadout. Coming in at number 5, we've got the EM2 and the MAC-10. Now let me tell you something, the EM2, it hits. It does have a little bit of bounce. Recoil is a little bit harder to manage, but like I told you guys earlier, you want to start using more high recoil weapons because they're going to deal more damage. And I'm telling you guys, with that aim assist, you could definitely hit. All right, listen, Agency Suppressor, Task Force Barrel, Field Grip, you need that Field Agent Grip. You need that Field Agent Grip for the under barrel, Axle Arms 3X, or any optic of your choice. And then you're going to want to go with the 40 round mag. You can go 50, but it does slow your ADS a lot. And so I personally think you want to go with the 40 round mag. Also, if you're really good at controlling recoil, take out the Field Agent Grip and go ahead and toss on the Serpent Wrap, or the last one. I haven't really been using the EM2 a lot lately because there's other weapons that are really good. And then for your secondary, we're going with the MAC-10. Agency Suppressor, Task Force, Bruiser Grip. The reason why you want to go with the Bruiser Grip, it's going to increase your movement speed and also give you that hip fire accuracy. I'm telling you, this MAC-10, it is smooth, it is speedy, and it is the right build for you because you're going to be running around and you're going to be gunning down. All right, listen, Bruiser Grip, 53 round drum, and then the Raider stock. All right, guys, as for the perks, we're going double time, overkill, amped, throwing knives, and stun grenades, so we can get a little bit more aggressive. But again, use whatever works best for your play style. Coming in at number 4, we've got the CAR and the FFAR. CAR 98 needs no introduction. Monolithic Suppressor, Singard Custom 27.6 inch barrel, that's the longest barrel, TAC Laser, Sniper Scope, F-TAC Sport Comb, increase that ADS speed. Listen, there's multiple ways you can build this. Build this the way you like to build it. This has been a staple in Warzone for a long time, but the FFAR is making a comeback. All right, listen, sorry, but the FFAR is making a comeback. Listen to me, the fire rate, absolutely insane at 900 rounds per minute. Recoil, pretty much non-existent. All right, it beams and you don't even have to put a scope on it, so you can increase the ADS speed, which is what a lot of people used to complain about. Agency suppressor, we're using the 21.2 Ranger barrel because it's going to increase our bullet velocity, reduce that vertical recoil, which is a lot of it is mostly vertical, and on top of that, we're not going to take a hit on the ADS speed. But if you need to increase your recoil control, then go ahead and tack on the task force. But I suggest you use the 21.2 inch Ranger barrel. All right, guys, you don't need an underbarrel. I'm telling you, this weapon literally has no recoil. It's fun to use. 50 round mag, serpent wrap to increase your ADS speed, and then the Raider stock, which is going to increase that side to side movement. And that's why I think this is one of the best sniper support weapons that you can have right now. Coming in at number 3, we've got the XM4 and the PPSh. Now the XM4 I feel is highly underrated. Not a lot of people are using it, and I think it's a very decent AR. It does good damage, it's got a reliable rate of fire, and the recoil is not that hard to use. I find when I'm using the XM4, that last bullet usually always hits to down the enemy opponent because the fire rate is just so forgiving. Take it as you will, you want to try it out yourself. All right, so for the attachments, we're going to want to go with the agency suppressor, the 13.5 inch task force barrel, the field agent grip, the 60 round mag, and any optic of your choice, or like I use, the Axle Arms 3X. For your secondary, you're going to want to go with the PPSh, and let me tell you, the PPSh, it slaps, and it's got very reliable range. You're going to want to go with the GRU suppressor, the task force barrel, the Tiger Team spotlight, the 55 round drum mag, and the Raider stock. And I'm telling you guys, the PPSh is very, very reliable. I think a lot more people should be using the PPSh just to freshen things up because yeah, right now all the SMGs suck, but the PPSh, it's got the best range, and that's why you should be using it in your loadouts. Coming in at number 2, we've got the king of LMGs, and that is the MG82. Now, a lot of people don't really like this LMG because they think it has a lot of recoil, but the recoil is literally vertical. It shoots straight up. Just pull down on your right joystick and stop complaining. The MG82 deals reliable damage, and the rate of fire is absolutely insane for an LMG, and that's why I recommend the MG82 as the top LMG right now. For the attachments, you're going to want to go with the agency suppressor, the task force barrel, the field agent grip, the serpent wrap to increase the ADS speed, and then you're going to want to go with the Axle Arms 3X optic. All right, for the close range SMG, we're going with the agency suppressor, no barrel, so we can get that clean iron sight, the bruiser grip, it's going to increase your movement speed, increase your hip firing, the 50 round drum mag, the Tiger Team spotlight, and then we're going to go with no stock. Coming in at number 1, the most sweatiest loadout, the one that I personally use if I want to go for consistent high kill games, or I want to guarantee that I'm going to be the best setup for the end game to be aggressive and win. I'm talking all out sweaty. This is the Cold War AK-47 and the OTS-9. For the Cold War AK-47, let me tell you something. This thing is a slapper. It claps and it hits people very, very hard. I just had to emphasize all of that because that's what the Cold War AK-47 does. Now the recoil is a little bit tougher. It does have some bounce to it, but I think you guys can manage it. We have been playing Rebirth Island, we've been playing Warzone for a very long time. You guys got to start increasing your recoil manageability. All right, I don't even know if I said that properly, but let me stop with the long talking. All right, at range, the AK-47 has a 700 millisecond time to kill if you're hitting all of your chest shots. That is one of the best TTKs in the game, and on top of that, if you can mix in one headshot, you are going to bring your time to kill down to in the 600s. That's absolutely insane. You definitely want to be rocking the Cold War AK-47. All right, you're going to want to go with the GRU suppressor, the Spetsnaz RPK barrel, which is going to help you tighten up that recoil, maximum bullet velocity, maximum damage range, Spetsnaz grip, the 60 round mag, and the Axle Arms 3X. For the OTS-9, this is the best SMG in terms of close range. I think this is one of the best SMGs because when you're using the MAC-10 and then you fight somebody with the OTS-9 and it's within 10 meters, you know why you lost. It's because the OTS dominates at close range. And I would personally rather have the OTS-9 right now than have any other SMG because I'm confident that if I'm on my Jowo, if I'm closing in that gap and I'm close to you, I'm going down you, and you ain't gonna get nothing off on me because if I hit all chest shots, I'm gonna absolutely delete. It's got one of the fastest TTKs if you're just hitting all of your chest shots than any other SMG in the game. All right, guys, listen. GRU suppressor, task force barrel, the 40 round fast mag, because The OTS has a limited mag size. You do want to have the fast mag. It's going to increase your ability to reload faster and engage more enemies. You're going to want to run the Serpent Wrap or the Tiger Team Spotlight. I'm doing a little experiment right now. I'm running the Serpent Wrap because on Warzone Ranked, wzrank.com, they said that the Serpent Wrap was the most used instead of the Tiger Team Spotlight. So I said, let me try it out, and it's good. It's really good. And then you're gonna want to go with the KGB skeletal stock. All right, guys, that is my top 6 loadouts, one off meta one for you guys in that for Rebirth Island Season 6 after the update. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me down in the comments below if I'm missing anything. As always, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can find your way back for more Call of Duty content. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.